Hello, Dave Morelli here. Well, the weather's pretty shitty outside, you know. I say that a lot because it's always shitty outside. I'm thinking of doing a series of videos, so you want to live in the mountains, eh? So anyway, I got some shop work to do. I've been working on this plains rifle, and I'm draw filing the flats of the barrel out right now. So it's kind of a tedious little procedure. This barrel has the lugs on it already. It's been breeched with a nipple breech, patent breech, and the only thing left on this barrel would be for me to mark it and cut out the sight dovetails. But we're doing that right now, and there's a couple of ways you can do it. My lighting is such a way that you can actually see your strokes, and use a draw file. I have one here, and get it flat on the you don't want to do this. You want to get it as flat as you can on those flats, as level as you can on those flats. And what you'll find is the flat's a little disc shaped. You'll find that it'll start knocking off the edge near the it'll knock off the sides near the edge first, and then you'll actually be able to see your stroke as you go down. You'll see the fresh cut, and you'll see where it isn't cut. And on this one, the sides are just a little higher than the center. You want these perfectly flat. I've done several of the flats on this barrel, and I'm getting around to the three top ones, the ones that are visible. This is a half stock Hawken, or half stock. I hate calling it a Hawken because it's really not a Hawken, it's a Morelli. Hawken is a guy that made guns. The gun that is known as the Hawken now is really a plains rifle style rifle. So this one's a half stock, so more of these flats are going to be showing. So a lot of care is taken so they come out really nice and you don't get any scratches. One thing you got to watch is when you're doing this draw filing is to keep the teeth clean, because if they get a piece of metal in there balled up, it'll run a scratch down the barrel. So let me get you a little closer so you can see this. Okay, this flat is just about right now. You know, and if you see a little scratch in there, get it out of there. And then I like to just finish it up with a little 220. And this barrel is going to be rust browned using nitric acid type thing, an acid type deal. And I find if I run it to 220 grit, that's just about right to get a good finish on there. And then if you're worried about your corners being sharp, just give it a little run down there, and it'll also knock off any flakes that are in there. So that side's done. Looks really, really good. Like I say, these are the top three flaps. So I want them to be as perfect as I can get. So another thing that you can do, and I'll show you here, is you put a little Dicom on there. It's a blue material. Smells like the stuff we used to. Oh, I'm getting it all over the place. Smells like the old mimeograph ink that we used to have when we were in school. Well, at least when I was in school. Anyway, spread this stuff on out. and then let it dry. Okay, so we got this Dykem on there, and I don't know, shine that's going on here. Let's see what we can get for you. So the Dykem, where it's lower, the Dykem will show up as we go. Here, I have to turn that barrel like that. I had to file the patent breech so it was even with the barrel. When we get down there, we'll draw file it right on across the breech, so the finish will be the same all the way across that breech plug. But I like starting over here, get a good level run, and you'll see where the high spots are. And this one here has the edges are higher. You can see it's starting to take off Dykem on the edges first, and as you continue it, as you continue down with it, you'll get a good flat deal. You can see where this edge here is starting to come in, this edge, and then there's a hole right here in the center, or a little bit to the side of center. Whoop. Let's get that straight in there for you. You can see that. I think you can see that Dykem coming off okay. So these are a one-directional deal. Brownells used to carry a draw file that was kind of bigger, and you'd get a better grip on it than this one. And they're one directional. You should mark so you know you go the same direction. This one puts a nice finish on it. You have to it's hard to hold, and you got to hold it level. I don't go fast. Like I say, you don't do this thing, and then you don't go fast, you go slow. And it's not that I think it makes any difference for the cut, but for me, I can hold the file more level with the flat, and you want to keep it level so that you're cutting. See, this one here still has some Dykem right in here. Keep it level, and so you're cutting it nice and slow and level all the way out. I got that barrel all flattened out and draw filed. So this is where it's going. It's going into this. This is a, let's see if we can see it very well. This is a rendition of a Hawken made for Kit Carson by Sam Hawken. And of course it's not finished. It has all iron furniture, and the barrel will be browned. This one I put a hunter's star in the stock, and it has just some little design here. You can see in between the keys, a little design there just to throw it off. But pretty much all we got to do now with this one is get it over here so I don't drop it. Pretty much all we got to do with this one now is brown the barrel. We need to cut the sight grooves, the sight dovetails. I've got the metal rail on the bottom, that's finished, and I have the ferrules. They're soldered to it, and the ramrod is done. So this rifle's getting close. Anyway, that's it for this time. If you happen to be draw filing one of these, just keep her level, keep her straight, and take your time. And after you get done doing an Octagon barrel, that's 8 sides, okay, you'll know why your gun maker asks a little bit more for his handmade gun than they get for the ones out of the factory. Anyway, have a good day. We'll see you next time.